Hello, everyone. Welcome back to this channel. I'm so happy to see you here today because I have a fun and interesting story to share with you. But this is not just a story, it's also a great opportunity to improve your English skills. What is the goal of this video? The goal of this video is to help you practice your listening skills. If you want to improve your pronunciation and speaking, you can also practice shadowing with me. What is shadowing? Shadowing is a great technique for improving your English pronunciation, rhythm, and intonation. It's very simple. Here's how you can do it. 1. First, just listen to the story. Pay attention to my pronunciation and the way I say the words. 2. Then listen again while reading the text on the screen. This will help you connect the words with their pronunciation. 3. Finally, repeat after me. Try to copy my pronunciation, speed, and tone. You can pause the video after each sentence and say it out loud. So if you want to challenge yourself, listen carefully and repeat along with me every time I finish a sentence. Don't be afraid to speak out loud. What is today's story about?
Today's story follows Zack, a hiking enthusiast who gets lost during a solo expedition in the mountains. What begins as a frightening situation turns into an extraordinary adventure when he stumbles upon an abandoned research station and makes a surprising discovery. What do you think Zack will find? How will he find his way back to safety? Listen closely to find out. And remember, this is primarily a listening exercise, but I encourage you to practice speaking by repeating phrases after me if you want to improve your pronunciation. At the end of the story, we'll review some useful vocabulary and expressions you can use in your everyday English conversations. So, let's dive into Zack's adventure. Zack's story. The morning starts perfectly. The sky is clear blue, the air is crisp, and I'm excited about my solo hike through Miller's Ridge. I've been planning this trip for months. "Beautiful day for hiking," comments a park ranger as I sign the trail registry. "Absolutely perfect," I reply, adjusting my backpack straps. "I should be back before sunset." The ranger looks at my map. "Stay on the marked trails. We've had some people get turned around out there last week." I nod confidently. "Don't worry, I've got my GPS and plenty of experience." The first 2 hours of the hike are magnificent. I climb steadily upward, taking photos of wildflowers and distant mountains. The trail is well marked with blue blazes painted on trees and rocks. Around noon, I stop for lunch near a small waterfall. I check my GPS to confirm my location. According to the device, I've covered about 5 miles. I'm right on schedule. After lunch, I continue hiking. The trail becomes steeper and the forest grows denser. I notice the blue blazes are becoming harder to spot. Some seem faded, while others are missing entirely. Dark clouds begin to gather overhead. I check the weather forecast on my phone. No signal. That's strange. I should have reception at this elevation. A distant rumble of thunder makes me quicken my pace. I need to find shelter soon. The wind picks up and the temperature drops rapidly. Then it happens. I reach a fork in the trail. One path heads west, the other north. I pull out my map, but it shows only one continuous trail. I check my GPS, but the screen is frozen. "Great," I mutter, giving the device a shake. Nothing happens. I try turning it off and on again. Still frozen. The first drops of rain begin to fall. I have to make a decision. I remember the ranger saying something about people getting turned around. Based on my map, the trail should continue west, so I choose that path. The rain comes down harder. I pull out my rain jacket and cover my backpack. The trail becomes muddy and slippery. After 20 minutes of hiking, I realize something is wrong. The path is growing fainter, eventually disappearing altogether. I'm lost. Panic rises in my chest. I take a deep breath and try to stay calm. I should retrace my steps back to the fork. But as I turn around, I can barely see the path I came from. The rain has washed away my footprints. The storm intensifies. Lightning flashes across the sky, followed by booming thunder. I need to find shelter immediately. Through the curtain of rain, I spot something unusual. A metal structure peeking through the trees. It doesn't look natural. I head toward it, pushing through wet branches and undergrowth. As I get closer, I realize it's a small building, some kind of research station or observation post. It looks abandoned, with vines growing up the walls and a partially collapsed roof. But part of it is still intact. I approach cautiously. The door is ajar, hanging loosely on rusty hinges. I push it open, wincing at the loud creak. "Hello?" I call out. "Is anyone here?" No response, just the echo of my voice. I step inside, relieved to be out of the rain. The interior is dark and dusty. Old equipment lies scattered around. Weather instruments, radio parts, and what looks like scientific equipment. What is this place? I wonder aloud. A faded sign on the wall provides an answer. Miller's Ridge, Weather Research Station. Established 1973. I explore further, finding a small desk with logbooks and papers. Most are too water damaged to read. In one corner, there's a cot with a moldy blanket. It seems this station has been abandoned for decades. As I move deeper into the building, I discover a second room. It's in better condition, with a small generator and radio equipment. To my surprise, there's also a row of filing cabinets. Curiosity gets the better of me. I open one drawer and find folders filled with weather data. Another contains maps. Detailed topographical maps of the entire region, much more comprehensive than my hiking map. This is exactly what I need, I say to myself, carefully examining the maps. According to these maps, the research station is located about 3 miles east of the main trail. I must have taken a wrong turn at the fork. The maps also show several access roads used by the research team, including one that leads directly to the ranger station. Outside, the storm continues to rage. I decide to wait it out. I find a relatively clean corner and set up my emergency blanket. From my backpack, I pull out my portable stove and heat some water for soup. As I wait for the water to boil, something catches my eye. A small red notebook wedged between 2 filing cabinets. I pick it up and blow off the dust. It's a personal journal, not an official logbook. I open it carefully. The first entry is dated May 15th, 1978. Day 123 at the station. The equipment is still registering unusual atmospheric patterns. HQ doesn't believe my findings, but I know what I'm seeing. Something strange is happening on Miller's Ridge. Intrigued, I continue reading. The journal belongs to Dr. Alan Foster, the lead researcher at the station. His entries become increasingly bizarre, describing strange lights in the sky, unexplained equipment malfunctions, and unusual weather patterns. The final entry, dated September 3rd, 1978, simply states, "They're coming to shut us down." They don't want the truth to get out. I've hidden the evidence in Sector 7. If anyone finds this journal, look for the marked tree. I close the journal, unsure what to make of it. Is this real, or the ramblings of an isolated researcher. Either way, it's fascinating. The storm finally subsides around sunset. I decide to spend the night in the station rather than risk hiking in the dark. I set up my sleeping bag on the floor and use my backpack as a pillow. Despite the strange journal, I sleep surprisingly well. I wake at dawn, ready to find my way back to civilization. Using the detailed maps I found, I plot a route to the access road. Before leaving, I take one last look around the station. In the corner of the main room, I notice something I missed yesterday, a small metal box tucked under the desk. I pull it out and open it. Inside is a collection of photographs and a small tape recorder. The photos show strange cloud formations and what appears to be lights in the sky. Are these the evidence, Doctor? Foster mentioned. I'm tempted to take the box with me but decide against it. Whatever happened here is part of the mountain's history now. I do, however, take a few photos with my phone. With the maps in hand, I set out. The morning is clear and bright, a stark contrast to yesterday's storm. After about an hour of hiking, I find the access road, just where the map indicated it would be. By noon, I reach the ranger station. The same ranger from yesterday looks up in surprise as I enter. "You're back." We were getting worried. There was a nasty storm yesterday. I smile. I got a bit lost, but I found shelter. Actually, I found something interesting, an old research station. The ranger's expression changes. The weather station? Most hikers don't know about that place. It's been abandoned since the 70s. Do you know anything about a Dr. Foster who worked there? I ask. The ranger chuckles. Old Doctor. Foster? There are lots of stories about him. Some say he went crazy up there, started seeing things that weren't there. Others think he actually discovered something the government wanted to keep quiet. Just local legends, probably. I nod, thinking about the journal and the box of photos. Probably just legends, I agree, but I'm not entirely convinced. As I drive home that evening, I can't stop thinking about the abandoned station and Dr. Foster's journal. What did he really see up there? Was it just isolation playing tricks on his mind, or was there something more? One thing's for certain. What started as a frightening experience of being lost turned into one of the most intriguing adventures of my life. Sometimes the wrong turn leads to the right discovery. Language takeaway. Now, let's look at some useful vocabulary and expressions from Zack's story that you can use in your own English conversations. 1. Outdoor and adventure vocabulary. Trail registry. A book or system where hikers sign in and out, so park rangers know who is on the trail. Example: always sign the trail registry before starting your hike for safety purposes. Repeat after me. Trail registry. Blue blazes. Colored markings on trees or rocks that indicate a trail path. Example: follow the blue blazes to stay on the correct hiking route. Repeat after me. Blue blazes. Get turned around. To become disoriented or lost. Example: it's easy to get turned around in the forest when there are no clear landmarks. Repeat after me. Get turned around. 2. Weather and nature descriptions. The sky is clear blue. A description of a sky without clouds. Example: the sky is clear blue today, perfect for outdoor activities. Repeat after me. The sky is clear blue. The air is crisp. Describes cool, fresh air that feels refreshing. Example: the air is crisp in the mountains, making it easier to breathe. Repeat after me. The air is crisp. A curtain of rain. A poetic way to describe heavy rainfall that limits visibility. Example, through the curtain of rain, I could barely see the road ahead. Repeat after me. A curtain of rain. 3. Expressions for difficult situations. Panic rises in my chest. A physical description of feeling afraid or anxious. Example, panic rises in my chest whenever I have to speak in public. Repeat after me. Panic rises in my chest. I need to find shelter immediately. Expressing an urgent need for protection. Example, with the tornado warning, we need to find shelter immediately. Repeat after me. I need to find shelter immediately. I approach cautiously. Moving forward carefully because of potential danger. Example, when I heard strange noises, I approached cautiously to investigate. Repeat after me. I approach cautiously. 4. Curiosity and discovery phrases. Curiosity gets the better of me. When curiosity leads you to do something, often despite potential risks. Example, curiosity got the better of me, so I opened the mysterious package. Repeat after me. Curiosity gets the better of me. Something catches my eye. When you notice something interesting or unusual. Example, something caught my eye as I was walking past the antique shop. Repeat after me. Something catches my eye. The wrong turn leads to the right discovery. A philosophical idea that mistakes can lead to positive outcomes. Example, getting lost in Venice led me to an amazing local restaurant. The wrong turn led to the right discovery. Repeat after me. The wrong turn leads to the right discovery. Practice time. Let's practice some of these phrases together. Repeat after me. Trail registry. Blue blazes. Get turned around. The sky is clear blue. The air is crisp. A curtain of rain. Panic rises in my chest. I need to find shelter immediately. I approach cautiously. Curiosity gets the better of me. Something catches my eye. The wrong turn leads to the right discovery. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. I hope you enjoyed Zack's adventure and learned some useful new expressions. Remember, you can watch this video multiple times to improve your listening comprehension and speaking skills. The more you practice, the more natural your English will sound. If you found this lesson helpful, please give it a thumbs up and share it with friends who are learning English. Don't forget to subscribe for more engaging stories and language practice. Remember, language learning is an adventure. Sometimes you might get lost, but each wrong turn can lead to new discoveries and learning opportunities. Keep practicing, stay curious, and embrace the journey of learning English. See you in the next video.